I'm gonna make sure that everybody can catch up with us and that we can see what we got going on here because it's Stampin' Wednesday. We're gonna pull everything down a little closer to us. Whew. Hey, hey, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday. Wednesday what? Wednesday the 22nd, and I know I'm fiddling, but I feel like it's not straight, and that's making me a little crazy. But I think we got it. We are working. I'm going to work tonight with Thanks a Bunch, which is it's from Celebration, and you can get this stamp set free with your $50 order, and I thought it was so cute that I just wanted to use it again tonight. And you know, I get obsessed with things and then I can't stop using them and playing with them. Hey Becky, your glue dots are on the way, girlfriend. So as soon as they come, I will get them to you. So anyway, back to Celebration. We have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days left. 6 days left in Celebration for this year. Hello, Mrs. Briggs. Celebration means that in January and February this year, for every $50 that you place in orders from either the annual catalog or the mini catalog, as long as your order is over $50, you can choose some items from this little brochure absolutely free. If your order is more than, you're welcome, Becky, $100, you can get some select things like this amazing designer series paper set. It's 48 sheets of paper, 4 of 12 double-sided designs in here, amaze balls. There's only 6 days left in this Celebration for this year. Plus, during Celebration, you or any of your friends, if you're not a demonstrator yet, could choose to join me on this stamping adventure, and we offer you, no obligation, an amazing starter package. I've never seen this in all of my time with Stampin' Up. $175 worth of product for $99, or for just $30 more, you could add this little boho blue mini stamp cut and emboss machine. That's a $63 value all by itself, and you're going to get it for less than half price. Amazing. But this goes away. This amazing product premiere goes away as of the 28th at midnight. And on any order you place after that, you're going to save 20% minimum. I know. I can't believe it. And Becky, I love that paper too. I am using it and using it and using it, and it's just endless. It's one of my faves. So I want to use Thanks a Bunch tonight. I've used it before, but I'm going to do some new cards tonight, and I'm going to use almost all of the stamps that are in here. But I do want to tell you something that I did. This stamp right here, which is the leafy leaves, I cut mine because I thought never in my right mind am I going to have that much stem on my carrot. So I cut mine, but I did save the piece because someday if this has a new home, that person may want to have longer leaves on there. But that's what I did with mine. I cut it and I'm happy about it, and I'm not going back. Let's make some cards. You want to? So I thought, because I used to be in the food business, let's make some gourmet carrots tonight. I did some pretty unusual colors, I thought, to create this palette here. And we are going to stamp all 3 of these doing a 2-step stamping on this tonight. And I'm using Very Vanilla, Rich Razzleberry, and Cajun Craze. Cajun Craze. Sorry, I lost my mind there for a minute. Sometimes I just lose my mind and I don't know what I've done with it. It takes me a while to get it back. We're also going to use a little Pear Pizzazz. Let's get some things in here. And a little Early Espresso, plus some twine. And I'm looking for my twine to see what the heck I might have done with it between yesterday afternoon when I made this card and today. I found some, this is some gray granite. I actually am out of linen twine. I need to get more. I use it all the time. So we're gonna do some stamping. And this is an 4 1/4 by 11 card. I did some more stamping on the inside. And there's no one quite like you. So I figured, what the heck, let's do some gourmet cards tonight. Yum, yum. We have a piece of 2 pieces here. We have a piece that's 4 by 5 1/4, and I have a piece that is 3 3/4 by 5. We got a scrap for doing our sentiments on, or whatever it is that we'd like to do. So let's go. Let's go. Let's get some things open here and let's stamp. I'm gonna grab my stamp first for my sentiment, and we're gonna say thanks a bunch. This is just a little 1/2 inch piece of scrap, and I want my a bunch. And stop me anytime, ladies, if you got a question and I haven't thought to tell you. Oh, I'm glad you love it, Becky. Yeah, I love the, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stamp thanks. You know what I didn't grab is I didn't grab my, oh, I have it right here. Whew. I was going to say, I need to, so we're going to do some stamp and scrub tonight, and I got my Stampin' Mist. We are all good. So we have thanks, and we need a bunch, because we're making a bunch of carrots, so thanks a bunch. Perfect. We're going to cut those out. That is good to go. Now I'm going to need these again, I believe, so we're setting them aside. Let's grab our piece for the front of our card. We're going to do some 2-step stamping, and we are going to start with, what are we going to start with? Let's start with some Blushing Bride. Ever seen a Blushing Bride carrot? Well, we are tonight. We are going to stamp our inside, our dimension on our carrot first. And I'm just going to ink it up and lay it right down. Set it to the side because we're going to use that same stamp again. I'm going to stamp the main carrot itself and then stamp it off because I want it to be a little bit lighter. Lay it right down on top of our carrot. Perfect. Before we go any farther, I'm going to grab our Rich Razzleberry, and we're going to do our carrot for the other side. Because I'm using pinks, or reds, whatever color you want to call them, and I'm going from lighter to darker, I'm good with not washing my stamp. We'll pop that one right down, and we will wash that afterwards. And let's grab our carrot, whole carrot, and try not to get my big head in here. Lay it right on there. That's our Rich Razzleberry. Gonna close that up so I don't get it everywhere. And we're gonna use our Stampin' Scrub because I want to clean it off before we use our crushed curry. So I'm going to take I'm going to turn it around the right way. I'm going to squirt a little Stampin' Mist on here. I'm going to run my stamp through the Stampin' Mist. And then I'm going to just dry it on the other side. So I have a wet side, and a dry side. Let's set that aside. Why do I have the early espresso open? That's just, to me, a disaster waiting to happen. Here we go. Got another one. While we're here, let's do our thanks and our a bunch. And the easiest thing about this is that when you feel like this is dirty, you can just pop it out, rinse it off, let it dry a minute. Hello, Kathy Corbin Gregory. We're doing some thanks a bunch cards tonight. All right, let's bring those colors back in again, and let's do a little Mango Melody. Nope, Crush Curry. I lied. Mango Melody on the next card. We're going to squeeze this one right in here. Let's come down just a skosh. I know my main words again, Becky. And then we're going to ink up the outer part, the fat part of the carrot, and put it right over the top. Da, da, da. Look at that, we got some carrots. And while that's drying just a second, I'm going to bring in our bits for the card, for the inside of our card. Okay, remember when I said that was going to just an accident waiting to happen? I stuck my thumb right into the early espresso. I did. True story. Now I'm looking for my carrots and I can't find my carrots. Oh, carrots, where would you be? If you were my carrot, there would you be? Okay, so let's do a little Mango Melody carrot. Girls, can't hold on to things tonight, so we're going to put one here. These are just little baby carrots. You know, people pay extra for baby carrots. They do. But there is our Mango Melody. Now let's see, what are we going to put on the inside here? I don't even remember. Oh, let's do a little Rich Raspberry. You want to? Or no, Blushing Bride. I got it open. Let's do a little Blushing Bride. I'm going to stamp off a little. We're going to kind of cross them over, one over the other. Oh, didn't really like the way that stamped, so we're just going to redo it. There we go. And let's go the other way. Just like that. Some little carrots. And I think we're going to need some frilly, fluffy carrot tops. Oh, carrot top. Let's put one here. This is a little carrot top to go with our little carrot. And let's do one here. And let's, oh, I don't like the way that, I didn't get my stamp all the way down. There we go. And let's do one here. Because these are little carrots, we can have little leaves. There we go. We're going to need a little, let's put a little sentiment in there. Let's say there's no one quite like you. And let's do it in an early espresso to match our sentiment for the front, the thanks a bunch. Girls, if I could only find what I was looking for, it would be so much way easier. It's right in front of me. Literally right in front of me, sitting on the inside of our card. There's no one quite like you. Perfect. That's done. Bring our carrot tops back in, and we're going to give them a little zhuzh up here. Got some our shortened carrot top, and we're going to put one right here, And we'll do one right here. And I'm feeling like we could have some little, just like that. Oh, that's so cute. Loving it. And of course, we need some of the solid carrot leaf, and we'll pop one. Let's pop one right over here. And we have that scrap, that other scrap. Oh, Scrap-a-Dappy, where would you be? I can see it, it's underneath, but I want to fussy cut out a leaf. So I'm going to ink it up, and we'll cut one out, and we're going to turn our leaf around and come over here and add a leaf, and maybe we could put one kind of, maybe there. Just some leaves. Just some leaves. All right, let's close up the ink so I don't make a mess. You know we'll be bringing them back, but I don't want to make a mess. It's a true story, and you know that's all about me. Okay, I want to stagger these on my card front, so I'm just cutting them out, and are a bunch. I'm gonna cut one way, and our thanks we're gonna do the other way. Da, da, da. And we have a little bit of twine here. This is all we have left, so I know I'm getting down to the nubbins. So it's Ash Wednesday for those of you that follow the Easter calendar. If you do, I wish you a happy Ash Wednesday. If you don't, it's not a big deal, but just wanted to put that out there. And is everybody ready for snow tomorrow? Snow, I know, snow again. Okay, if you haven't seen the post yet, I posted about mystery stamping on Sunday. I didn't put a time or an end date. I'm traveling this weekend. So what I thought is I would have you pick what you wanted me to do. So you're going to make the recipe. You're going to tell me what size. You can even tell me what colors you want me to use. And I will create a card and post it into the mystery stamping. If you could do it before Saturday, so in the next 2 days, that gives me time to create something and post it for Sunday night while I'm traveling, that would be awesome. If not, that's not a big deal. I'll come up with something and we'll give it a post on Sunday. But I thought that I shouldn't have all the fun of creating a recipe. I want you to create some too. So whatever your heart desires. I'm trimming up our little leaf a little bit here. I didn't quite get all the way to where I wanted, but there we go. We got it now. Let's put our card together. Here comes our first card. Here is our base. Rich raspberry. We know it to be true. And then we have a piece of Cajun Craze that is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Our regular card base, 4 1/4 by 11. And then we're going to lay a little piece on here. We have our stamped piece that is 5 by 3 3/4. We'll pop that right on here. And it's a little, I just want a little bit of that to pop out so that we can see it. Let's put our bits on the inside. We're going to come back and put our sentiment on the front and our bow. I even did the bow already. I did it while we were talking. Who knew? You tried reverse stamping today? Good for you, Becky. Good for you. Oh, I feel like a mama and her baby's learning to walk. You girls are awesome. All right, we're gonna need, what are we gonna need? We're gonna need a glue dot, a little glue dot. Trying to grab them. Oh, so I had to go looking for another pair of glasses. Guess what's right here? Yep, the first set that I couldn't find because it was right in front of me. Holy Mother of Moses. Let's put our glue dot right here on our middle mango carrot. Or curried carrot. Curried carrots. We're having curried carrots. And we're gonna put our little ribbon on here. I don't think we're gonna leave all that long tail, but hey, I don't like to cut them until I kind of feel like I know where I want my card to be. And we have a little leaf, and we have our sentiment, and we need my friend Mary. So I had my grandpuppies this week, and one of them is really a puppy. He's 14 weeks old. Look what he did to my dimensionals. Yep. And then he looked at me like, who, me? I wouldn't do that. What are you talking about, me and the dimensionals? Well, not only could I hear him rattling, he had 3 stuck on his body. So, and his big sister, Olive, she's the older puppy. She was looking at him like, haha, caught you. Oh, I'm glad you're liking it, Joyce. Or Susan. So we're going to pop on an extra leaf, just kind of, where we're going to put it? I write it down here. There we go. Got a little leaf on there. And of course we have our sentiment for our gourmet carrots. You know, people pay a lot of money for gourmet. So do you spell gourmet G-O-U-R-M-E-T or G-O-R? I know how I spell it. I just want to know how other people spell it. Because I'm thinking I know how to do it. Okay, so we're going to pop our thanks on right up here. It's kind of poking out from the middle of our, and our a bunch. And we'll kind of tuck our little tail right down under there. And our thanks. That's our first one. This was all free. This was a free stamp set. But isn't that so cute? I mean, who knew that you could have a blushing bride and a rich razzleberry carrot? Who knew? Who knew? That's the first card tonight. And look what I did to the envelope. I did that 2-step stamping on the envelope. Oh, I love it. There is our first one. Let's tuck it out of the way. Let's see what we can bring in. Oh, let's wash some stamps because we're going to reuse them. Remember, we got wet and dry. And if you forget, down here in the corner, there's little raindrops. And up here, there's the sun to let us know wet and dry. That's a true story, and I promise that I have looked at that more than once to say, which side am I doing first? The struggle for me is real. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Oh, good. Kathy spells it with an O-U. Good. I'm glad it's not just me. That was a big debate in my house last night with my husband. There we go. Okay, we got some clean stamps. We are ready to do, I think we're ready to do some more. We got some more going on here. Set that out of our way. We have, are you ready for the next one? Our next card is going to be, I can't get my card base out. This is a standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored right in the middle. I got a piece of designer series paper from the, oh, what the heck is this? I don't even remember my Design a Daydream. Piece from Design a Daydream. I got a little piece of pale papaya. I got a little scrap piece. We have a piece for stamping on for the front. And out of our scrap piece, we're going to stamp a carrot and we're going to do our sentiment. I want to start with this piece. And I'm going to pull my scrap paper in just a little so that we're going to zhuzh it up a little. This card is going to have a little pumpkin pie, a little fresh freesia. I don't want to show you the card till we're finished. A little Highland Heather, and a little pale papaya, and of course, Pear Pizzazz. I want to start this card by creating a border because we can. So we have this adorable little, in the stamp set, there's these little bunch of 3 carrots. And I am just going to kind of randomly stamp around. Doesn't really matter which way we go or how we go. I just want to make a little carrot border all the way around. I know you've seen me do this before, but I wanted to do it again tonight. Why not? We don't need to be plain pale papaya. And we're just popping them on here. Just to create a little interest. Because our layers, we're only going to peek out a little bit. We don't need to worry about getting all the way into the card. Or even what it's going to look like. We're just going to poke some of those carrots on here. I think this looks kind of a little bit like a crown, don't you? You know, the cartoony crowns. Okay, we got that on there. Let's do a little 2-step stamping. We're gonna start with some pumpkin pie. And I'm gonna make my carrots. I'm gonna start up here. And I'm kind of doing a reverse sun. Pay no attention to the lady with the pumpkin pie ink who says, oh, let's make some carrots. Pay no attention to her. We're just, I guess if I turn it around this way, yeah, either way. I just want to make some carrots. Okay, we got those carrots on. Now we're going to put a little pale papaya over our carrots. We're going to make a little pale papaya, pumpkin pie, carrots. And I'm going to show you why we're doing it all one direction here in just a minute. Have you figured it out yet? All right, I'm going to do another one, like so. I'm turning my page, my little piece of paper, my bits and bits, like that. And then I think maybe we could just add, maybe we'll add one there, and let's add one there. Why not? Okay, let's put this pale papaya. Or pumpkin pie. This isn't pale papaya, that's pumpkin pie. Now let's bring in, you know what, I did them all in pumpkin pie, but that's okay. I wanted to do pale papaya. I was a ding-dong. We'll add another one right here. I was such a ding-dong. We're going to pretend, okay, pale papaya and pumpkin pie. We've used them up. They're on there. We need some leaves. Where's our leaves? We're gonna stamp. I got pumpkin pie ink everywhere. Hey! Let's stamp a little leaf there. Let's put a leaf up here. We're making our own designer series paper. And put one there. Maybe we'll put one here. Let's add one over here. Yes, I'm talking to myself. One there. Maybe we'll put one up here. Let's add a couple more. What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we need one more. Can't have. I think I missed. Yeah, we need the whole leaf on there. Let's add one right there. Okay. Now let's grab our scrap piece and we're going to reuse, and we're going to do it in Highland Heather. We're going to say, there's no one quite like you, and I'm going to ink it up. I want a nice, strong, bold, just like that. Oh, well, that was terrible. We'll flip it over. We'll do it again. I think we need a little more ink in there, but that's okay. I'm gonna grab, I'm fairly confident. I think I see it. I think I see it. My marker, my Stampin' Write marker that says Highland Heather on it. Because clearly our Highland Heather ink needs a little more inking. So let's just add some ink to our stamp. I'm using the side of the brush because your Stampin' Write markers are water-based, so they won't, no harm, no foul. Let's see if we can catch this one a little bit better. I'm going to try to line it up. If not, we'll grab another piece of paper. I'm not crazy about it, so let's grab us a scrap. Here we go. We got a scrap. Let's grab our Highland Heather again. You know, I can't make this stuff up, ladies. I make things that I'm not crazy about, and we can redo them. I do have one more card I'd like to show you. I have some bits that we made a long time ago, and I said, we will use this before Celebration's over, and I think tonight's the night. Let's see if we can get a better image. Oh, much better. I like that better. All right, but we're gonna need, we need one more thing. We gotta wash our stamp again, sorry. This carrot stamp is getting a workout. It's getting a workout. Good thing we have our Highland Heather Stampin' Write marker, because we're gonna use it again. I am coloring. See how fast I am at coloring? I know. We're going to make ourselves a carrot. A Highland Heather carrot. Perfect. And since we got a Highland Heather carrot, we should have a Highland Heather, or a fresh freesia on the carrot also. Ta-ta-da. All right, we're going to do a little fussy cutting, or just cutting out if that pleases you better. Let's grab our, I can't look at the boo-boos that we made. I'm embarrassed by that. Let's cut out another leaf. It took me no time at all last time. So we're going to do another one. I'm not going to try to look up because if I do, I'll forget where my paper's going and then it will be sad. And Kathy, thank you for saying it's really nice. Did your goodies come, Kathy? Are you all set? Did you have any questions for me? Girls are awful quiet tonight. Whew. So yeah, so I've had my grandchildren all week. On Monday I had 2 dogs and 3 children here all day. I'm still think I'm tired from that. But it's okay. 2 more days of kiddos. There we go. There is our leaf. Look at it. We'll move our... We don't need to keep our scrap paper in the middle. We'll hide it. I'm going to close up our ink because heaven knows I'll have it all over me. And look how easy and fast we can cut out this carrot. It's like there's no thinking about it. It's so easy to do. I'm cutting up right along beside it. And wait till you see when we put it together. Boom, just like that. Okay, let's put some bits together here. We have our card base. I can't move things, girls. We have our card base. And I don't think I want pinwheels. I think I want the green. Because I feel like the garden green. I love this. It kind of reminds me of camouflage. And then let's put our piece of basic white on. We're almost at the end of another roll of seal. How did that happen to me? I say the same thing every time I have to do a new package of dimensionals. How does that happen to me? How can I possibly be out of them already? Oh, we got to cut out or there's no one quite like you. You didn't remind me. Girls, you didn't remind me. That's all right. We're gonna hack it. And let's hack another way. I'm trying to line it up as best I can with what I got. I didn't do so good. We'll straighten it out. I hacked, but I did not hack evenly. There we go. And we'll hack a little bit on the bottom. I just don't want all that extra. Don't want all that extra tonight. We need some dimensionals again. All right. If you were the dimensionals, where did I put you? I showed them to you. I was laughing about the puppy. Found them. Whew. My struggle is real. Imagine just living in my head for just a day. Just come live in my head for a day. Holy moly. Girls, I forgot to add the piece that we beautified. Good thing I hadn't pressed it down all the way yet, huh? Holy Mother of Moses. My ink is a little juicy because I'm wearing it now. See, we just gave it a little Shazam on here. I love layers. Layers make me happy. You don't have to do layers, but I love layers. Isn't he cute? And his little carrot top. And of course, there's no one quite like you. And I'm thinking little opal rounds maybe would be good. Or, you know what I have that, you know, these are going to retire is these in color opal rounds. And I just think that this pale papaya is going to look perfect on here. We got a couple of them. So let's do a pale papaya right here. And let's do another one. Oh, how about right here? And then let's do a couple of fresh freesia. Because we got a fresh freesia carrot. Because there's no one quite like you. And let's put one down there. Why not? Just zhuzh it up a little. Can you think of somebody that you would give that card to? I know exactly who I would give this to. And look, here's the first one. There's no one quite like you. I laughed. That would be me. I would be the Highland Heather and fresh freesia carrot. I'm much to my own drum. And for those that have known me a long time, you'd agree with me. And I did put another one right on the front of our envelope. So I'll dress up another envelope for us. Now, one more card. And we're going to make this one together. Haven't made it yet. But here's what I did. Where is our card case? I took the inside of our carrot that we've been doing, and I did it in garden green, and I made grass. Then I took the inside of this carrot bit here, and I made mountains. Can you see our mountains? I took some these little sprigs here that will actually fit right on our leafy green, and I made them into fireflies. I took our little bunch of carrots that we used to do our designer series paper, and I held a bit on here, I held circle on here, and I stamped around to make the sun. Then I took 2 pieces of Mango Melody, and I said, hey there, it looks like spring. Let's make a card with it. Want to? Let's do that. So we've got a basic white card, and this has been sitting on my desk literally for 6 weeks. I made it and I said, we're going to be doing something with that. So I have some pieces here. So we do have a piece of Mango Melody. I do have a piece of Granny Apple Green, and I do have a piece of basic white. Now, I don't know how this is going to look, because we're going to figure it out and you're going to tell me what you want me to do. I definitely want this guy on here. Now, I don't know if it goes up. I don't know if it goes down. I was kind of thinking maybe there. Let's put our little hay there on, and it looks like spring. We can add anything else. What are you thinking? So I was thinking we could make some trees to go back there turning some carrots upside down. So let me grab and show you what I was thinking. I want to grab a piece of paper, and we need to clean our stamp because I can see that I didn't do that. We need a little more. Stampin' Mist. Clean. Clean. What are you thinking? Yes, you would think to do that. Okay, we've cleaned. Just trying to make sure anything that I think we might use, that we got it all clean again. I don't think we're going to use any big leaves, but one never knows. So let me show you what the little group of carrots look like if we do them in, I'm going to grab the garden green. Should we do garden green? Yeah, maybe we will. So if I turn them upside down, they look like cactus to me, or they could be anything. I don't know that they look like trees, but what if we did trees like this? Do you think that's too dark? Talk to me, tell me what you think. I'm going to do another one in Granny Apple Green and see if that is something that makes you sing. So let's do a Granny Apple Green one over here. Didn't quite get enough ink on there. You're going to get the idea. Trying to hold a piece of paper and my ink and my stamp all at once. I'm not that coordinated. That's another tree. So I'm thinking I like the Granny Apple Green one. I think that the garden green is a little too bold for me. I'm thinking Granny Apple Green. Can you girls help me out here? Tell me what you're thinking. I just want to put a little bit of something on to ground our circle. Would you be good with if I did Granny Apple Green? Oh, good, Joyce. Thank you. Joyce says Granny Apple Green. So I'm just gonna come on here and come across the bottom. I love doing this project with you guys and saying, what are we making next? Now, you're not going to really see all of this, but I know I just stuck my finger in there, but it's just going to give it a little bit of something to hold down our, looks like spring. How many days to spring? Does anybody know? I bet my friend, oh, Becky says gag. Nice. Nice. How many days till spring? Does anybody know? I can't even count. Daylight savings is in March, right? Daylight savings is coming in March. I do know that. And March 1st, we get to see the online exclusive that will be coming. I can't wait next week. We'll get a little peek and sneak of new colors that may be coming out. Yay! All right. So we got some trees on there. Who knew that carrots could be trees? Who knew? I didn't know that. All right, so let's come back here and I'm going to put some pieces together because I feel like we are trying so hard to keep everything organized. Well, you're trying hard. Any of you ever get creating, less than 30 days? Woo-hoo-hoo, Kathy, you are my BFF tonight. Less than 30 days? I'm so excited. Don't get me wrong, I love all the seasons, but I'm looking forward to a little more outdoor time that's not muddy. Okay, so we got some layers on there. Oh, that layer's not straight. We're going to pick that up a little. pick it up a little and give it a little tug-a-rooney. There, much better. So here's our piece. Yeah, I like our trees back there. I feel like we need something up here, and I think I know just what we need. Well, I'm looking for my blending brush that's blue. If you were my blue blending brush, where would you be? Oh, you'd be on my desk. Let's see if we've got any blue on here. We were using this the other night to make a card. Oh yeah. Give us a little cloud action. Perfect. Can you see our clouds? Oh, yeah. Okay, just what it needed. Didn't even need any ink, just needed to put some. It's a great way to clean my blending brushes is I use them on pieces of scrap paper, and then I keep those scraps because you never know what I'm going to turn them into. All right, there's that. I think we're going to put a bow on our card, and I think let's pop our. We're going to put our hey there on up here. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back, and it's going to become part of our sunbeam. Then we're going to need some dimensionals. So when I actually cut this out the first time, when I did this, because this was just a prototype, then I loved it, I thought, I didn't quite get it, my circle on the paper all the way. I said, you know what, I'm going to use it like that. We'll cover it up with something. Who cares? So let's pop it on. And we have, it looks like spring, and we can tuck it right in there. I like that. And I'm just going to lay this down flat. Oh, I was hoping I was going to get through these cards tonight without having to replace my seal. All right. I think white is going to get lost. So, how do you feel about a little pumpkin pie ribbon? Let's see what it looks like. This is the dark pumpkin pie. Is that too dark? I feel like it is. Let's try a light pumpkin pie. Just coloring. Did you know that you can color your ribbon? Oh, I like that better. Okay, girls, light or dark? Help me out, light or dark? Light or dark? Talk to me. While you're telling me light or dark, I'm going to grab some gems because I feel like we're going to need some rhinestones on here. You know, like a rhinestone cowboy? Oh, and I get just the thing. Some fine sparkle adhesive gems. Light, light. Oh, good. Light, light, light. Thank you, ladies. Going to cut off our dark piece. I'm just going to lay our ribbon down. And I'm going to give it a little zhuzh. Need a little more though. Didn't quite get out enough. Trying to zhuzh in the camera. That's not always easy for me. Nor am I coloring in the lines. Just for those of you that are wondering, I am not at all coloring in the lines. Okay, I think for this bow, we're gonna cheat. I'm a cheater tonight. And I think we're gonna use the bow maker. Not that I can't do it, but I want my bow to lay nice and flat. And so I still cannot find my little bow maker, girls. I've looked and looked and looked everywhere. So I came around from the back, crossed top over bottom, then the top goes under, the bottom goes over, then the bottom comes around and ties the knot. Well, only if your fingers work. Here we go. And tie our knot. So we got a nice flat bow. I have a little bow maker I have searched and cleaned. So if you happen to find my bow maker laying around somewhere, can you just let me know? I've lost it somewhere. But I can't imagine where I've lost it because I don't think I've taken it anywhere. All right, so we'll put a little bow down here, kind of bringing it together. Where are our glue dots? So we're going to need one of those again. Let's just pop it right on here. This kind of reminds me of a bolero, you know, like the string bow ties that men wear. Isn't that called a bolero? My friend Kathy or my friend Becky will know that stuff. They know everything. I don't know anything. All right, we got a little, it's got to come up a little. There we go. I'm not in love with that bow, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And what do we do with our gems? We have some pale papaya gems here. I'm just going to pop a couple on. I feel like we can make our card happy. Let's grab one more. There. We have used up those bits that have been laying around. So carrots, thanks a bunch, carrots. There is still time for you to place your order and get this kit, this stamp set, thanks a bunch stamp set, absolutely free. If you place your order on my site between now and Monday at midnight, I will send you these card kits absolutely free, and you can make them yourself at home, and I'll send you the pictures to go along with them. Ladies, this has been awesome. I love having you here, and have a great rest of your week. Thank you, Becky, for saying they're awesome. I love you all, girls. I can't wait to see what you give me for ideas for mystery stamping on Sunday. Mwah. Bye.